Hello YouTube, I'm Sarah, you can call me Pixie. Today we're going to be talking about the books I would like to read in the month of December and hopefully finish before the end of this year. We have not done well in terms of reading this year, but hoping to go out with a bang because November wasn't it. So, without further delay, the first book I would like to read is Ashes by Iona Wayland. This I believe is self-published. It might be indie published. I couldn't find the website for the publisher, so that's why I'm leaning towards self-published. This one, if you know Jenna Moresi, she has been having live writing sprints, and one of the people she's had on these writing sprints is Iona Wayland, and so that's kind of where I found out about her. And Jenna even blurbed the book, saying, if you're a dark fantasy fan, Wayland is one to watch. The synopsis reads, after her brother Donnie's tragic death, Angela Solomon is instructed where to lay his ashes in order to bring peace to his restless spirit. She must journey and battle deviant supernatural beings, face her own traumatic past, and follow the rules of Hollow Forest to avoid the stalking creature called the Canid Carrie. With help from a mysterious ally, she fights to quiet more tormented souls than one. Sounds pretty interesting, so hoping to read this. It's also not a very long book. It's only 222 pages, so hopefully it will also be quick. And then we can hurry along to the next book, because some of these are going to take some time. Next on the list of books that we would like to read before the end of the year, Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill. I'll get that a little closer. This one reads, Etheria is a land divided by war and mistrust. The High Lords of the South squabble and fight, only kept in check by the Dragon Guard, traitors of a time long past, who serve the Empire of the North. In the remote villages of southern Etheria, still reeling from the tragic loss of his brother, Cahill Breyer prepares for the proving, a test of courage and skill that not all survive. But when three strangers arrive in the village of Milltown with a secret they are willing to die for, Cahill's world is ripped from under him and he is thrust headfirst into a war that has been raging for centuries. There is no prophecy, his coming was not foretold. He bleeds like any man, and bleed he will. So this sounds like it's going to be bloody. I first heard about this on, I don't even know, I've since heard about it on multiple booktube channels that I follow, so it sounds interesting and I'm excited to get to read it. Next is another hopefully quick short read. I think it's only like 100 something, maybe 200 pages. Sword Art Online, the light volume number 4, where we continue in the world of Elfheim, trying to free Asuna. Just over 201 pages. So that is what we are doing in this book. Yes, it's a very short synopsis. I also don't want to get too much into it because this is a continuation of a series. This is not a book one. And now the doggy wants out of the room. Excuse me a moment. Next up is another continuation of a series. Yay, we're actually going to finish. No, we're not going to finish any more series before the end of the year, but we will continue and get closer to finishing series so that we can wrap them up next year, apparently. I will be reading book 3 of the Codex Illyria series by Jim Butcher, Cursor's Fury. This one, I will read the summary. I don't think it's too spoilery for the other books in terms of what's been happening. So the summary reads, when the power-hungry High Lord of Clare launches a merciless rebellion against the First Lord, young Tavi of Calderon joins a newly formed legion under an assumed name, and when the ruthless Clare allies himself with a savage enemy of the realm, Tavi finds himself leading an inexperienced, poorly equipped legion, the only force standing between Alara and certain doom. I have been very much enjoying these books. The first two, I think I gave 5 stars to both of them. They were just written superbly. I have been loving them way more than I loved the Dresden Files. I actually DNF'd that series, so I was a little hesitant when I started this series, but it has totally been living up to the hype that I heard about it. So excited to finally continue on. And carrying over from November, because there's no way I'm going to get to this before the end of the month, Witch King by Martha Wells. Martha Wells has written the... I just lost the name of it. Murderbot. I saw it on the page I have up. She is the author of the Murderbot series, a science fiction series that a lot of people have been raving about. I'm not that much in love with science fiction, so I haven't read that series, but everyone loves her, so wanted to give this book a try. It's fantasy, so it's more up my alley. And I love the beginning of the synopsis. We get a little... There goes the sun again. We get a little taste of some banter between two characters, where it reads, "I didn't know you were a demon. You idiot. I'm the demon." And so that kind of in itself says that there's some fun to be had, seeing some of these characters interact as we get through the story. So that right there is kind of enough to pull me in. But the rest of the synopsis reads, "After being murdered, his consciousness dormant and unaware of the passing of time while confined in an elaborate water trap, Kai wakes to find a lesser mage attempting to harness Kai's magic to his own advantage. That was never going to go well. But why was Kai imprisoned in the first place? What has changed in the world since his assassination? And why does the rising world coalition appear to be growing in influence? Kai will need to pull his allies close and draw on all his pain magic if he is to answer even the least of these questions. He's not going to like the answers." So it sounds like we're going to follow the demon in Witch King. Did I even say that? The title of the book is Witch King by Martha Wells. I apologize. So this one is a traditionally published book, big named author, and I have been pulled into the hype around the author. So we will see if the fantasy series works for me, and then maybe I'll give the science fiction a try. I don't know. We'll see where that goes. So those are the few couple of books that I would definitely like to get through in the month of December and hopefully finish before the end of the year. I would like to do more, but being realistic, even this might be pushing it. So unfortunately, 2023 just will not be a great year, and I am going to apologize for the lighting in this video. The sun is playing with the clouds, I think. I keep seeing the background get really dark, really bright, yeah. So I'm just trying to play with my ND filter on my camera. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far and you enjoyed it, give the video a like, and subscribe if you wanna. I will see you next week with a new video. TTFN!